Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Hammarskjold, to our winter concert. We're so excited to see you tonight. Sixth grade parents, you already have an idea of what you're about to experience. Fifth grade parents, I'm really excited for you. Welcome to our Magistro Performing Arts Center, and welcome to the winter concert. There are a lot of thanks and acknowledgments that go into this performance. First of all, to you, our parents. Thank you for those early mornings, those late nights, those private lessons, your support of the arts here in East Brunswick. To our students, what this evening is all about, they are amazingly enthusiastic, great learners, they are engaged every day. To our conductors, Mr. Finnegan and Mr. Nelson, without their direction, all of that enthusiasm, that energy would be misdirected. And I would also like to welcome to her first performance, the new conductor of the district, Dr. Evelyn Mammon, who is joining us this evening, new superintendent of schools, who I hope is joining us for the first of many performances here. So thank you so much for your support from all of us here at Hammarskjold. We hope you are having an amazingly bright and joyous holiday season. We hope that continues, and please allow me to introduce my colleague, Mr. Enoch Meyer.
Good evening, everyone. I am Enoch Meyer. I am the 5th grade assistant principal here at Hughes. I'm also a proud parent of a student who is getting ready to perform. And last week, I had my son perform on stage for the first time here at Hughes. So it's definitely a pleasure to see it from different angles. And I want to, first of all, thank you for the love and the joy that you poured into the children, because they're very excited to show it back to you, and to show that musically, they are all about connection. A lot of these students have been playing in different class periods, but for them to come together, I hope you heard a little sound check and see how cohesive that all came together in a matter of one day. So again, it just shows to all of us how great music can bring us together. So my hope is that you not only enjoy this evening, but you enjoy a fantastic holiday season. Enjoy the show, everyone.
Thank you very much, Mr. Finnegan, the 5th grade orchestra teacher, and later you'll hear from Mr. Nelson, my 6th grade co-teacher as well. But I'd just like to welcome everyone, parents and staff, and everyone that came out to support our young musicians tonight, and all the support you give, dropping off instruments at 9 in the morning when you get that frantic call of I forgot my violin, all that kind of stuff, and encouraging them in all their regular daily practice that I know they've been busy with the past few weeks. So we're going to start off with a number of selections from our book. We really spent the first half of this year, as we usually do in 5th grade, really doing a lot of skill building. And so the first piece that we're going to play, Ba Ba Black Sheep, they learned a new string, they learned all the notes on their G string, so they learned about 8 notes in 4th grade, and then we added another 4 with the addition of this other string. It also, one of the big things that we worked on this year was playing together as a group. So tonight, over the course of 5th and 6th grade orchestra, you're going to see over a quarter of Hammarskjold. Right? We have over 320 students, so over a quarter of the student body is going to be on stage tonight with either the 5th or 6th grade orchestra. And for the 5th grade orchestra especially, the first time they were ever on stage together as the 5th grade orchestra was about 9 hours ago. So we rehearse it in our classes, and then they've only been together today. So this is really their first day as this big group. So we hope you'll enjoy it. We'll start off with Ba Ba Black Sheep. Thank you. Our next piece is called French Folk Song. This taught them to count in 3/4 time, where there's 3 beats in a measure. And they learned a lot about bow control by learning dotted half notes to get 3 beats. So you'll see that their bows move quickly for some notes and then slow them down for the longer notes. Thank you. Our third piece you'll recognize, it's from Carl Offenbach's piece, Orpheus in the Underworld, but you probably know it better from TV commercials. It's the Can-Can. And so we're going to play this. This one has a lot of faster moving notes and string crossings and really taught us to learn the D scale and play that really quickly. Thank you very much. We have one more selection for you tonight, and it's a piece called Banana Boat Song. This piece challenged us to work on Da Capo al Fine form, which has a different type of repeat structure to it, where you only repeat part of the piece at the end. And also, we talked a lot about how they use their bow. The bow really is the lifeblood of the instrument, and they worked a lot on using different lengths of bow for different notes. So you'll see that and hear that as they play different notes, longer notes with longer bows and shorter notes with shorter bows. Thank you very much, and hopefully you've seen a big improvement on what they were doing in June. And when you come back for our spring concert on June 3rd, we'll really have some new exciting music for you, and you'll really see, I think, even more improvement with them. So we're going to have a brief minute here while we get these guys off the stage and bring our 6th grade orchestra on. So we will be back with you in a moment.
Good evening. Can we have one more round of applause for those 5th graders? You can't tell at all that the 6th graders are coming on behind me, I know. My name is Michelle DeGrossa. I am the very lucky supervisor of the Arts Education Department here in East Brunswick. I say that I am the lucky supervisor because it is true. You are watching probably the top orchestra program in the state of New Jersey. Yes, please. All of our music programs here in East Brunswick are absolutely astounding. Mr. Finnegan gave you a fact that a quarter of the student population is in the orchestra. If we put the band together with that here at Hammarskjold, over 50% of this school building is either in band or orchestra, which is just absolutely amazing. And I know that Mr. Petranco said this, but I do want to thank you for supporting your children. It's not easy. Think back, 5th grade parents, to what it sounded like in your house just a year ago. Yeah, see, you remember. This 4th to 5th grade and 5th to 6th grade progress is always the most astounding to me when you hear how much they improve in just a short time. And our programs just become more and more excellent if your child stays in the program. And believe it or not, next month is where they're going to have to choose their elective for next year. So whether they're here coming into 6th grade at Hammarskjold or they're going to Churchill, I urge you to have them choose orchestra as their top elective choice. They can do nothing other better. It is a happy place, a safe place for so many of these students. I see it. I've been doing this here in East Brunswick for over 20 years. We have some of the most outstanding music educators that your children will be lucky enough to have. So if you have any questions about the programs as you're making those choices, their teachers are always happy to answer. I'm happy to answer any of your questions, so never hesitate to call or email. So I think I have stalled long enough. That's really just my job, is to stall as they get onto the stage. The curtains are slowing down, so I think that they're almost up there. And I also wanted to tell you something else. Fun other fact, there are 998 seats in this auditorium, and you have filled almost the entire thing. There are desks being taken out for people to sit, and I'm sorry those of you that are still standing. So that just is another, shows the support that you give, this community gives to our music program. So thank you very much, and enjoy the second half of the show.
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Hammarskjold Winter Orchestra Concert. Thank you so much for being here and supporting these fantastic young musicians. They're doing a pretty good job, right? Can we give them another round of applause? You just heard Cripple, a fiddle tune where we pass the melody from the high strings to the low strings, and then everybody finished playing the melody together. Up next is Fable, a vibrant and wintry piece where the students are going to play in 5-part harmony, so 5 different things going on at the same time. You'll also notice that there are a variety of tempo changes throughout the piece, which require a high level of listening, watching the conductor, and good musicianship. We hope you enjoy. Great job. I just have a few thank yous I'd like to make before we conclude with our final piece. First of all, our custodians for helping maintain this wonderful performance space, our AV techs in the booth. We have our many, many chaperones helping us with over 300 string students backstage, including the entire string faculty here tonight for the entire district. I'd also like to thank our supervisor of arts education, Ms. Michelle DeGrosa, our principals, upper administration, and the Board of Education. Thank you to you, the parents, for helping get in those extra hours of practice and for supporting your kids to do something so enriching. I know that I personally find that making music with friends is the best way I can spend my time. For dismissal, we ask, since there are going to be many, many string players in that hallway, that all parents please exit through those doors, and your kids will come and meet you in the main lobby once they've had an opportunity to pack up. We are going to go into our final piece, which speaks for itself. Enjoy Dragonhunter. Give it up one more time for our fantastic sixth grade.
Mr. Nelson, how many students are up here in front of you? 154. I can't even get my 2 kids at home to follow my directions at the same time. He just had 154 students do the same thing all at one time with him. Just like to acknowledge both of our orchestra directors again tonight. They put in so much time above and beyond with these students, beyond their workday and their time that we pay them for. So please, a round of applause again for Mr. Nelson and Mr. Fernandez. All right, I'm going to give you some dismissal instructions because if I allow 998 of you to go out in the lobby, we're gonna change it up a little bit to make it safe because that lobby is not built for 998 people at one time. So 5th grade parents, I'm going to dismiss you out first.